it out. This is the first setup right here. All right, it's deer stand day, tower number 1. We got our first Banks blind going in. I got a food plot on the other side of this locust. We're tucking it into the locust for evening shade and some camouflage. We're trimming some lanes, so looking forward to it. Finally getting my first deer stand up. Join us on the channel and get some fresh air. Thanks. All right, I got an hour or 2 to kill. I'm gonna go and try to clean up a couple of blind spots for a couple of Banks blinds. This house plot is looking really nice. Putting on a lot of tonnage. So this is a horseshoe plot like this, and that locust tree is about right here. It's a big thick one, but I want to tuck the blind in on the shaded side for the evening, and we'll see what happens. I mean, you could always move blinds, but you got to start somewhere. You know, and I got a micro plot planted over here. It's germinated, but we're getting baked out again right now. Can't change that. You just got to wait for more rain. Hey guys, welcome back. So the next scene, I'm going to put a overlay of a time lapse on this food plot that's right in front of this locust tree. So it's going to be fitting for this episode. So let's check it out. So I could have used the brush cutter, but it's kind of a struggle to get that put on, and it leaks a little bit yet, or the fittings do, one or the other. But this thing works just fine for this kind of a project. And then I can stack up the slash piles up by the front where I don't want deer to come by me too close. Probably what I'll do. I'll make a couple slash piles there. I'm just gonna have to eyeball that. Yeah, unfortunately, granted the sun's gonna be over there in the evening. I might tuck it in this way just a little. And then once I get the blind in place, you know, I can bring the pole saw out. Of course, we got our usual vines, which in this case they're providing a little shade up top. It's got around 2 levels, pretty good by this time. When you loosen it up, so that's on the shovel. Underlays my Alright, so we're going to slide, check that in. I need to progress. Alright, I don't know if you can see, but I got my windows started, my opening. I want to tuck this blind all the way up in here. I'm just pulling a couple of these small branches right here. And then I could use a pole saw to finish it. There's actually a bunch of vines that I'm not going to pull down. I'm going to cut them because they're providing shade and cover here. So that front window is going to face right into that food plot on this half of the horseshoe. And then I could clear another lane with the pole saw that way. I'm going to stack this brush at the edge of this field over on this side. So any deer coming through this horseshoe, push them about 10, 12 yards closer.
I mean, it's not going to hurt, but it also can't flip off of there because you're captured. I think you're okay. I mean, that's pretty much how I carried mine.
All right, we're rolling. Got number one. Phil's got the buggy loaded up. Got the RX. We're heading out. We're gonna make some magic happen. At least I'll have a spot to sit if I choose to do so. Turn on Jack FM and run up here. Probably close to a half mile or so, almost. Closer, and this plot that it's going on is fully germinated, but it's kind of suffering a little bit in the heat we've been having, so hopefully it'll survive. Check it out. This is the first setup right here. It's not exactly level, but we're not going to spend the time to fully level it. It actually tilts downhill, which from the intel I have so far, that will work in your favor. Ask me how I know. I lost a 180-inch deer because of the window and the chair. You know, he come out, he's right there 30 yards. And the chair was too short, and otherwise I'd have had to squat. So having it tilted downhill where you think your best shot is, that's what I'm going to try this year. Let me give you a view here. So I think at least now the deer come across this little, there are beans still in there, but you can see I got a greens plot here. We got a nice window open, nice shooting lane here. This is all cover. I'll be shaded for the evening, and then if they do take that lane, I do have an opportunity right here. But I like it. Not bad for number one setup. Alright, getting the finishing touches, bolting it down, the handrail, and then we'll be out of here for this one. And I got a camera over here that should have us in view, so we'll judge the reaction in a few days. But either way, it's staying right now. All right, here's the final after look. Ready to roll. We're gonna move on.